What is it, my friend? Minsk is an open book, with many pretty pictures. Oh, a curious question. Are a child and his father always alike? Take Minsk. He does not have a clear memory of the face of his father, but he does remember tugging on the thick, red whiskers that sprang from his chin. A beard for the ages. Boo could have nested there happily through even the harshest of Rashomon winters. Now, look closely at Minsk, and what do you see? Your gaze is naturally caught on my handsome face. The face that is loved by all, but cast your eyes down, just a little. Not so far as to make Minsk blush. Do you see it? Who is correct? No beard! There are more whiskers on his tiny face than on the mighty chin of Minsk. If Minsk did not inherit the flaming red hair of his mother, or the bushy red beard of his father, why would the spawn of Baal inherit his wickedness? I have many more thoughts about beards to share. I did not know you cared to hear them. What is it, my friend? Minsk is an open book, with many pretty pictures. Boo is ready with the musings. I do not wish to speak of the wizard. I could not have said it better myself. He came to me one night with a little book of mischief, full of words and their meanings. Posterior, he says. Can you say posterior? Pwah, I refused. Minsk does not need to know the language of wizards. It is an inferior word. Far too long to use in a battle cry, which is where a butt belongs. Gale would do better to educate himself in the ways of sword and steel than to throw these pointy words at Minsk. Ah, yes. Gale also owns a cat. A cat with wings. That is most unnerving for poor Boo. What? That is 1,000 times more interesting than anything that has ever been written in a book. Gale! My good friend! Where are you? Minsk and Boo would like to hear about the exploding! Make sure you are refreshed before we set out again, friend. The road to justice is paved with kicked buttocks. Minsk is an open book, with many pretty pictures.
Hello, I'm pretty good. How about you?
Boo is ready with the musings. Who is Halsen? Somehow, such a person as you describe has entirely escaped Minsk's notice. How strange. Oh, the tiny puny elf with leaves in his hair and dirt under his fingernails. His name is Halitosin. How very unfortunate. Pah! Minsk saw the druid chasing himself in circles and sniffing his own butt last night. He has spent too long as a wolf and not enough as a man. No, Boo! The druid did not beat Minsk at the arm wrestling. It was not a fair match, and it turned into an owl bear midway through, and there was grease on the tree stump. You come to speak of the last time Minsk stood watch? The snoring, it was Boo. Minsk is an open book, with many pretty pictures. Boo is ready with the musings. Ah, well, you have traveled at her side much longer than Minsk and Boo. What is it you feel for her? Oh, praise the three! So, I will speak freely. Of the drow, I can say only this. She may be treacherous, vicious, and much meaner than she has any need to be, but she is clearly no cleverer than Minsk. She too was duped by the Absolute, and she too seeks vengeance. So long as that is so, Minsk will not judge her. Boo still will, but quietly. Make sure you are refreshed before we set out again, friend. The road to justice is paved with kicked buttocks. Minsk is an open book, with many Boo is ready with the musings. She hangs split between her two sides, like a flipped coin that Boo once ate while it was still in the air. But, like Boo, after a great struggle within, I think Shadowheart has finally brought that coin to earth. She is a Sharin no more, and free of her wretched and evil fellows. Boo says it was perhaps a den of denial, rather than a den of evil. Minsk says one thing is very much like the other. Silence and secrecy grow evil just as a cellar grows mushrooms. Big, plump, stinking evil. That is why Minsk always speaks his mind. Loudly! My old friend Keldorn told me that the righteous must end their rage when the battle is done. But when Minsk thinks of those villains tormenting our gentle Moonwitch, he wants to kick them in the cloisters! Not just safe. She is among friends. Minsk is her friend. You are her friend. And, most important of all, Boo is her friend. I do not know all of those words, but it is clear that Boo likes Shadowheart best of all. A little too much, perhaps. It is good that Minsk is too reasonable to ever become jealous.
All's well, I hope? Aside from the obvious. Your dance card is full. Lose a partner and there'll be room for me. Wonderful. I was beginning to feel a little left out.
If not over, then through. Are you all right? If you need me, just say the word.
I'd be delighted. Though, someone else will need to watch the cook pot, of course. Magical. So, shall we?
What's cooking?
What's next, I wonder?
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
What to do?
Fine jewellery, lifted fresh from rich fat fingers.
Gazette has a transcript of a conversation with Archduke Gortash.
What's he got to say for himself?
Lots of talk about the
Can't take a bit of hard work.
first one to give up before he got paid, though.
Obviously.
Double the guards, half the visitors. Folk won't fancy a wander round with us here.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
I know what I like.
That's the last time I let anyone work late without me. Bloody idler didn't get a thing done. That's the last.
Careful where you tread. Wouldn't want you getting stone dust on your clothes. Careful where you
How much further can I go?
The book ended too soon. There was plenty of dusk left to explore. You killed them. Those people. In the robes. How thrilling. You killed.
That was nothing like the violence I've read about. It was horrid. That was nothing like the...
I think next time we'll hold our meeting inside. And what were your general feelings on the book?
A thrilling read.
A tribute to liberty. Compliments of Stony and Boney.
Morgan, please. We're in public. Let's keep away from the book's racier parts.
Racing.
How did you find out about this place, Sarilla?
I'm not telling. Ha! Bloody Bertram. How does he walk so goddamned fast? Bloody...
Fine. My big brother was here when it happened. He killed all the bad guys.
Well enough. Though the city's been a shock to them after all that time on the road.
Must have been a hard walk from Elturel. They'll get used to it.
Something good here, I hope. Let's see what this does.
Enter those for whom justice and truth are thine guiding lights.
Pictured my own young ones out on that road. No home, no shelter.
He has twice the kills you did at that age. He knows the 7 major arteries, the blind spots, everything. That mind flare is done for. You know of them? Good. You don't meet many in this city with their eyes open. Galbraith Stredivas, Mind Flayer Hunter. My son is tracking one of the beasts as we speak. You don't know my boy. He's twice the hunter I am and the best son a man could ask for. I'd be by his side, but an Illithid trap left me retired. Permanently. My son has taken up the mantle. He fights tooth and nail every single day. I only pray it's enough. That I've done enough. He's more than that. I couldn't be prouder of him. An old friend gifted me this. Call it thanks for setting me at ease. They won't win, you know. The Mind Flayers. Not with my son fighting the good fight. And you.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
What's next?
Have a lot on my mind. And well, in it.
Go on. You have Mind Flayers to kill.
Anything of use? Light on my feet. Still breathing, despite everything. All right, time to skulk about.
Trap. This place is more dangerous than I thought.
Trap. Be cautious. Never wanted the easy path. Step carefully. There's a trap. Don't mind if I do. Bet I can crack that open. Trap. Be cautious. Watch how you go. There's a trap. What's inside?
What's the story? La la la.
Huh. Easy. This place is hungry for blood. Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
Can't give up now. Best be on my way.
Soldier.
I've got a long road taste.
Hello, fellow citizen. I'm not suspicious. Are you?
The girl is hiding something from the other one. She has candy in her pocket.
You spotted it. It's spy candy, because I'm a spy for the Absolute. Whee! I've got you figured out. You're a spy for the Absolute, like I am.
Oh, come. This game sucks dead nose. When do I get to be the Steel Watcher? I'm bored. This is boring. Everybody is boring.
Halt, citizen! Wait right here for Steel Watcher scanning. Ooh, a snitch! I mean, good tip there, citizen. You may pass. Don't move, Cinnamon. Now, inspection protocol initiated. Hand over that candy.
You ratted me out. You knew I had candy in my pocket. Doesn't matter. It's spy candy, because I'm a spy. I'm gonna violate all the protocols.
Oh, come on. When is it my turn?
Be patient, citizen.
Out for restocking. Will return shortly, if I can find any more stock.
Let's have a look.
It's just a tiny stone bounced off your rump, not a ballista bolt.
I have a lot on my mind.
The cub speaks. You'll need to free up your ranks a little first. Then let us be about it.
A little rest to brush the road from Boo's fur, and then back to our miniature as Boo is, he is also giant. You will need to make room for us, my friend. Boo is at your back. Well, Minskis.
Oh, this neighborhood isn't what it used to be. I suppose your mother squeezed
What
out
is,
our
dear?
litter just like
What
you.
is?
Filling the damn city to the brim. Like a slop less peaceful, isn't it? You're just the...
Stand on your liver!
It is stand and deliver, little fig. Though, I think I like yours better. You bellow like a true berserker.
The commander said I only had to keep out bad ones. So you can pass. That's secret. And anyway, she's away, so Ryon's in charge. So be nice to Ryon, or I'll kick you out.
Isn't Cortesh will revive that grab.
Stand on your liver!
It is stand and deliver, little fig.
The commander said I only had to keep out... I'm not a little girl. I'm a warrior.
Even I could have told you. This was a silly thing to say.
Now pass.
Sweet corner. Nothing would surprise me with your kind.
I don't care if he threw a bloody boulder at
He did.
The commander said, I'm not a centipede. I'm a guard.
Better not be cursed.
Oi! Stop a moment. Commander, you're in trouble!
Those clanking great steel watches.
A Larathin residence.
No matter what the mouth says.
It is you who must.
She'll be here any second. Maybe she's sneaking.
Doubtful. We'd hear her knees crack.
Oh, Maller's Mark, here we go.
Are we quite sure she hasn't actually died this time, brother? She looks dead.
Smells it too. Ooh.
It has been a hard road. But I can clip you both around the ear to prove I am no ghost. If it would help.
Forgive us, Mother. We're just surprised you still know how to find your way home.
Some battles, even Boo is not brave enough to fight.
Ryan.
A sending spell can carry 25 words. Do you know how many Jaheira's only message contained in all this time she's been away? 7.
If you are trying to help me, please stop.
The message went, I'm sorry, you know what to do.
So why haven't you done it? You were supposed to get the young ones out of the city.
And you were supposed to be dead. That's what your oh-so-stoic message meant, yes? Yet here you are. So, what happened out there?
I got my skin saved by this one. We've come to take the fight to the cult. Which is exactly why you all cannot be here.
Why? You plan on winning, don't you? You're the one who saved us, so tell me. Are we all doomed? See, Mother? A little positivity.
You are a very irritating girl.
This isn't your house, remember? You'll keep a civil tongue under our roof if we let you stay at all.
Have mercy, sister. She's old after all.
So old. She can stay, but only if she brought home presents.
Seems I'm outvoted. See, Mother? That is how you go about talking things through with your family. Now, if there's more to discuss, then bloody well come in. And wipe your boots.
Come on, open up.
I said I'm sorry. Can I go now?
You can go when I'm little prick.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Something over there.
You three have been just guzzling the water recently. Save some for the others, all right?
Precisely the attitude that is ruining this city. No consequences.
Hey, you all right up here?
Yeah.
Boot prints on the tabletop.
Sorry.
Don't need you to
You
be
haven't
sorry.
been poking around the
Just
top
checking that
shelves
you're all
again,
right.
have you, Jessam?
Of course not. Her diaries are off limits.
And written in code, too, I'm afraid.
With their loved ones.
I want to have
I
a
know.
word. No
It's
time
not
to
a very
rest.
good code.
I take no responsibility for your plants. You know I'm more of a mushroom man.
You've let my study turn into a thicket. Is this what I am hearing?
I tended to it. I just let it thrive in its own independence. You know, same way you raised us.
I raised you to be a sweet and kind boy. What happened?
I watched what you did instead of listening to what you said. This house has taken in a lot of children over the years. Mother dear was sometimes more commander than, well, mother dear.
Wards, family, lifelong irritants. Use whichever term you wish.
We were down the market when I was about 9 years old. Some merchant started in with the usual. Yes, but where's your family? Whose son are you, really? When Mother was done with him, well, let's say he won't have any sons of his own to worry about.
Nature's law in action.
A fine day to you, sir. Are you known to this court? Sir Fluffington, an honor to host you in my manor.
Jessam discovered an old family tree in my study. We haven't had a moment's peace since.
Tetherian nobility. You might be royalty, Jaheira. You don't want to be queen, of course, and Ryon curses too much, so it would have to be me.
Careful, girl. They have a habit of taking against tyrants there.
Huh. I'm not a tyrant. If anyone calls me one, I'll have Fig chop their head off. Serve Jaheira well now, sir, and I'll consider granting you a title in my kingdom.
Coming along nicely there, Floki. Good, strong roots.
I'm not hungry. Really.
I could use a hand with the washing up. Last time I let Fig do it, she blunted my best knife, slaying soap methods.
Alright.
Now, I'm sure it's much more scared of us than we should be of it.
I've seen a real ghost snap someone in half.
No arguing. Just tell me you're well.
I am well.
And Minsk?
Boo is also very well, and happy to see you, Ryan.
And I him. Enough that I'll let him keep his lumbering, sweaty steed inside. So, this cult. What's our plan?
I'm not fool enough to think I can change your mind. But if you're staying, I don't want you taking up arms. There are other ways to fight.
Really? Like what?
You shame me. In all our hunting, I had put them from my mind.
Right. Leave them to us then. If we can't get them past the checkpoints, we'll at least make sure they're watched over if it comes to fighting in the streets. If I have to stay home and babysit, then it's your job to make sure there's still a home to look after. Take what you need, and we'll do the grand reunion when you come back for good. So, lovely as it is to have you back, Mother, go away. You have work to do.
Aye, aye, Commander. Wait, one more thing. There are doppelgangers on our trail. One even went so far as to steal my face.
Huh. All right then. If you turn up looking for hugs and kisses, I'll be sure to shoot first.
That's my girl.
Oh, his ears could just be cold.
Thank you for looking out for her. Now bring her back alive. She's too old for any heroic death nonsense.
Good, strong roots. I'll tend the sanctuary till the real druid is ready to return. Make sure that happens, eh? I'm still just an apprentice.
You think that wand
What's
with that?
that?
And a devil's fee is going to protect us? You know, I'm not sure ghost hunting is for me.
I'll give it a shot.
You three have been just guzzling the water recently. Save some for the others, all right?
An overfilled sausage. Well, my...
No one back home will ever believe this.
Try that handbill on
Snap
fungal
someone in half.
poultices. We might be tending...
They got better.
Well, I'm very glad they got better.
Feeling
should be at home with their loved ones.
Your taste is what Gortash warns us on. Just the sort he'll
How long?
Those leaves are a little darker than I'd like,
I can
Felices.
have Jessin drop one up. Maybe she'll even read it with you.
Jess, no, that's all right. I'm all right.
What if I tell her not to do the goblin voice?
I guess that would be okay.
How can you tell? I don't think so. That's because there's nothing here to feel. This is a colossal waste of time.
I hope you were hibernating, little cub. I can't think of another reason you wouldn't come down to say hello.
Jahira, I didn't want to see if you were really dead. They said...
Who said?
Jord and Ryan. They didn't think I could hear.
You little sneak thief? Well, they were wrong. Look, not dead. I just had a few adventures. Like,
Moonrise. Like the place from your stories, Jahira.
the very same. We can give that one a happy ending after all. Now, cub, solitude is a wonderful thing, but not too much. Come downstairs and fight with your sisters.
Wait, here. I was keeping this safe.
My Harper pin. Oh, Was a certain little sneak thief playing down in my sanctuary?
No.
This Harper pin opens more doors than most. Come down to my study and see if you can figure it out.
Jahira's back. Now Jess can't boss me around anymore.
You know, I'm not sure ghost hunting is for me.
All these people.
Is that blood?
Should be at home with their loved
No,
ones.
never mind.
Right, safest place.
Don't tell my...
Pay no mind to those. You're probably safe so long as I am here. But if you do not trust me, take the weight from the pressure plate there. Have no fear. The traps aren't meant for you. But, better to stick close, eh?
At least things have
The
stayed...
only patch of wilderness this city permits me. There ought to be supplies here to aid us.
You know this place, Boo. Minsk has never been invited.
I bring word of gnomes. Gnomes in the sea.
There's been killings in a holy place. Stinks of incense and blood.
Down by the Blushing Mermaid, there's a stink of something fey. Smell of arse, too. But Boss doesn't care about that.
The Archdruid's eyes and ears have fallen away in her absence. I'm training new ones. If you are not meant to be here, the Archdruid's traps will see to you. If you have business, be about it. If you do not, poke around and see what happens.
Boss says this work makes us honorary harlots, harpies. Oh, it sounds nice.
Man-gnomes.
I did not nibble at the body, no matter how much I wanted to.
Trap. Be cautious.
This'll be fun. Keen eye. But if it's supplies you seek, weapons to aid in our fight, you won't find them behind that door. There is nothing back there of worth to anyone but me. Oh, you need not apologize. I only seek to spare you some disappointment. On my word, all you will find inside is dust. And the moldering keepsakes of a much younger woman.
Zahira, our friend has put their trust in us. Boo thinks it is only right to return the gesture, no?
You so rarely make a habit of being right, Ranger, that it puts me ill at ease when you are. Pass then. Go on. See what it is a foolish old Harper thinks worth hiding away.
Jahira's old weapons. They look strong as ever. Minsk should know. They gave him many bruises over the years.
Yes?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Open up.
A gift from my husband. I've had to renew parts over the years, but the heart remains the same as the day he gave it to me.
This ought to be good. Let's move. I'll take that. Rite of the Timeless Body. What's that about? I'd best ask Jaheira.
The cub speaks. The threat of spanking never kept the children from poking through my things. Why should it deter you? It is a ritual, or it describes one at least, practiced by druids of certain esoteric circles. If they be learned and powerful enough, the practitioner of this ritual might slow their aging, extend their life well beyond its natural reach. In greener days, I might have been strong enough to do it. I might be yet, with the right preparations. I make no plans. Only contingencies. Do not look at me like that. I have been content to see the span of my natural years. A privilege far too few in this world can claim. I do not speak of clinging to life for its own sake, I just look back on that life's work and I wonder, is it done? The dead three plague the world still. The city still falls prey to small minds like Gortash or lost souls like Orin. It is every Harper's hope to be a light that drives out darkness. But I've lived long enough to see so many of those lights burn out, while the shadows cling stubbornly on. Knowing that, isn't it our duty to burn on if we can? To fight for as long as we are able?
You're preaching to the doomed choir, ma'am.
You've done more than your share of fighting already, Karlach. If there's one person I would trust to make the most of a longer life, it's you. In truth, I had put this ritual from my mind. Until last light. Trapped in that darkness. I turned to my research again. What if I was a little stronger? As fast as I once had been. Then you came. And made the question moot. But I kept this. Just in case, I told myself. A final resort. Perhaps you were not the savior you seemed. I had learned better than to think of life as some simple tale after all. There is no guarantee of happy endings, or true heroes. I believe that still. But when I look on all that we have achieved since, I wonder perhaps it is not heroes we need. Only people who are willing to try. I do not know what manner of story that makes. But I do know that without an ending, it would be no story at all. So I will accept mine. When and however it comes. As for this city story, well... Well, that is entirely your problem now, Cub. Ha! Do not thank me for slinging a weight around your neck. I might start to feel bad. I do mean what I say. But I am also a harper. In every honeyed word, there is a hook. But I do not plan on going anywhere just yet. And besides, you still have a tadpole in your skull. You are almost certainly going to die first. I have given you much reason to think that Harpers hoard secrets like precious stones, but I promise you, this was not some intrigue. Just, plain and simple foolishness. As if by keeping clear of my family, I might keep them clear of the cult in turn. And if this fight were to go against us, well, we had already done their mourning. Why visit it on them twice? Well, if fool I be, then at least I'm in good company. I was wrong to think I could keep my children from this fight. They're Baldurian born and bred. The only damned reason I root myself in this place. This city is a cesspit. An open sewer of the soul that taints us with its filth and churns us out when all that is good has been stripped away. It also happens to be their home. And so it is mine. Ugh. That might be the first time I have said that out loud. Now come. We had best get to saving it. Lest Ryan turn her ire on us both.
Jaheira littering the streets in broad daylight. I swear, sometimes it is as if she does not care for this city at all. Why do we stop, my friend? There is evil somewhere with its small pants yet unsoiled.
I need a moment for the two of us.
Just when I think I can't respect Jaheira anymore, she hits me with a grenade right to the heart. I couldn't agree with her more. There's more to life than time. It isn't about how long you're here. It's about what you do with whatever time you've got. And Jaheira? Well, I don't think anyone spent their hours better than her. I don't know what I was expecting. Something beyond real. My life would have been so different if I ended up working for her instead of Gortash. Looking after these kids. Making a difference. Maybe in the next life.
At the ready.
So Jaheira is willing to embrace mortality. The ultimate form of retirement, and that's thanks to impressing her through your actions. Quite the compliment.
Who among us hasn't wondered what it would be like to live forever? But I think you've got the right idea. Better I live fully and meaningfully than to pine for an always and forever I could never achieve.
I would live forever if I could. Death is not rest or relief. It is only ever a form of defeat. In destroying the scroll, Jaheira has shown her readiness to give up the fight. We must not follow her example. A disparate collection of vagabonds and strays. Did you have anyone particular in mind?
Jaheira's wisdom is plain to see. One of the greatest ways in which you can serve nature is to surrender your body back to it when the time comes. It may be some centuries before my flesh is ready to yield, but I hope I shall be bold enough to follow in her path when the day comes.
A hero of legend, passing the figurative torch onto us. We'd best not disappoint her. The thought of a scolding from Jaheira's ghost is not one I particularly relish.
Jaheira has steel in her, I'll say that. It's not easy to walk away from immortality. Most people will have held on to that scroll for as long as they could bear to, and probably a century or two longer than that.
What a charmer.
No one stopped me yet. Don't waste a step. First in my heart.
Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you ignore all the less pleasant aspects. It seems like you have ample company already. Wonderful. I was beginning to feel a little left out.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Are you all right? If you need me, just say the word. I'd be delighted. Though, someone else will need to watch the cook pot, of course. Back in the thick of things at last. Oh, how exciting.
Like you.
Poor
Perhaps Lord Gortash will revive.
Never a dull moment.
That's why it keeps losing, dummy.
You have nothing else to do but browbeat this boy.
And what do you propose?
Let him run among...
Nobody wants to read the riot act to a child, but, well, discipline's got to start somewhere, eh?
It's peaceful, isn't
I'm not saying the lad will definitely grow up to turn criminal or anything, but I've seen it happen before.
next one when it comes.
Almost coming to blows over a pebble. What's this city coming to? That rag, Baldur's mouth. It isn't helping. Out to rile people up, I'm almost sure of it.
I was just playing. I wasn't even aiming at him.
The Gazette reckons Lord Gortash is the second coming...
It's not fair. You can't play anywhere. I said I'm sorry.
This city has been in a downward spiral for too long. Only the soft-hearted and the street vermin dare to deny it.
Bloody ridiculous. Some folk must live a charmed life if a child playing in the street's their greatest worry. I used to play in these very streets when I was young myself. Nobody's got the right to deny a child their childhood.
Lord Gortash will make things right. The good old days will be back. At least for those who deserve them. What's what the city is coming to? A man cannot control the thoroughfare without being assaulted by juvenile thugs.
Printing block has never been so. It was just a pebble.
Old Lady Whitburn, the mother-in-law, never comes down to the lower city. I'm glad I'm not such a snob.
Reaches.
Let's see. Now, where did Penny say she got that darling little hat? Can't be too far downhill.
Ruining this city. No pride, no dignity, no consequences.
Tell Mother. You're just rich. The day I married you.
Printing block has never been so hot. Scandals, vandals, where to buy sandals.
The statue is of Baldur, founder of the city, forever looking out to sea.
Brilliance has quite the reputation. Even Waterdavian academics refer to their works from time to time.
They talk a great deal, but do very little. Which may be for the best.
I'm sorry.
I take it you're not inclined to study the wonders of the Underdark?
Those clanking
It's
great
inhabitants
steel
and
watches.
cultures, maybe.
Bloody hate them.
It's fungi
So
and
what the
cave
mouse
slime.
says.
No, thank you.
My shop's pilfered every day by rugs like him. City should be for proper folk who earn their crust.
Stories, get them right here.
All these people.
The printing block has never been so
Should be at home
hot.
with their loved ones.
Scandals, vandals, where to buy sandals.
Looking ahead.
Good day. What could be more pleasant than spending one's inheritance? Though I don't imagine you would know. A patriarch needs to get down into the lower city now and again. Must keep one's finger on the pulse, eh?
Alley or drunk in a tavern.
It's all here in the Baldur's Mouth Gazette.
The Gazette reckons Lord Gortash is the...
You want a copy of this rag? Gold. Make it quick. Me stupid dad makes me sell these shite rags. Pillock. If you want one, it's gold. Yeah. The best one in town. Also, the only one in town. You want a copy? Gold. The Baldur's Mouth Gazette. When the mouth barks, the fist bites. I forget the real slogan, but you get the idea. Now, buy a copy, or leave. Works great as toilet paper if you run out.
Blowing inland today, bringing in the stench of the foundry. Belching smoke and
I was queuing with the others and then I started feeling wrong. No thanks. There's something off here, but I don't know what.
You trying to get in too? I waited half a day and got nowhere. I gave up. It's supposed to be safe past the gate, if they ever let anyone in. Bastards!
Vandals, where to buy sandals. It's all here.
Being first in line for lines not moving.
Clothes.
Get the joke, like, oh yes,
I think Master Figaro has a few spaces between appointments today. You're in luck.
You're really better speaking to Master Figaro. He'll be able to find you an outfit that's just right.
So you stop.
Facemaker fashion. Don't just look the part, be the part. And if you want to be the part, Master Figaro still has some space between appointments. Yes. Hello again. If it's fashion you're after, Master Figaro's the man to see.
Heavens, what's the hold-up? I dare say the wait is shorter in the City of Judgment. You might be waiting a while. I've been standing around for an age.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could
You
have.
appear to be lost, dear. I specialize in fashion, not potato sacks. I sell anything and everything needed to cultivate your countenance. A certain level of class is expected by my clientele. So if you wish to stay, I must insist you purchase some less depressing garments. Well, the feeling is decidedly mutual. Her wares are a poor imitation of the clothing I have on offer here. If she would just accept my offer to work here, like Father wanted, we could resolve all this bad blood. But no, too proud. A certain ineffable quality. Beauty in its many forms. Very good, ma'am. Now remember, fashion's a fickle mistress, so be sure to return.
Think I made the right...
You sure it's not a trapped nerve?
I am, thank you.
Best get going.
Refugees. What a dreadful existence. Oh, you are the right one.
With a flick of the wrist.
Your lockpicking is attracting attention. Tread carefully.
All right, what now?
So you stopped queuing because you felt funny?
The printing block has never been so...
I mean, yes, mostly. Why did you stop?
Vandals, where to buy sandals?
Take standing in that
That
godforsaken
graffiti.
line a moment longer.
It almost looks like it was done in my hand. Did I do this?
Fair enough. And they'd probably chuck you in the river if you did.
That graffiti from before. I never thought I'd see it again. Well, I think I was the one who did it. I can recognize my own handwriting. How long ago was this? Years? All the time I spent training, hidden away from the world. I think I must have wanted to leave my mark somewhere. Just to prove I existed. Even to myself.
Stories, get them right here. Printing block has never been so hot. Scandals, vandals, where to buy sandals. It's all here in the Boulders Mouse Gazette. Gazette here keeps the ignorant away.
There's creeps in cloaks creeping around down in the sewers. That's not really news, I suppose. There's always creeps in cloaks down there.
Believe this.
Stories, get them right here.
Do you think
Printing
we
block
could
has never
swim
been
into the
so
opposite?
hot.
Through the river?
Scandals, vandals, where to buy sandals.
It's peaceful, isn't it?
For how long?
The only moment you're living in is
The Lodge, meeting house of the Society of Brilliance.
Lord Gortash forgot to
Lodge of the Society of Brilliance.
All these people. They should be at home with their loved ones.
And those clanking great steel watches.
Strange. To think
Bloody
that
hate them.
Well met. I am the Society's leading expert on myconid spore telepathy. But I've had to delay my experiments. Run out of spores, you see. Oh, I miss them, those myconid spores. I don't feel quite right without them. Probably shouldn't have inhaled them all so quickly. Eh?
I wonder what Professor Lyme...
Oh, I miss my spores. I tried eating some toadstools I got from bone cloaks, but no good. Just made me constipated.
Ah, a fellow inhabitor of the Underdark. You find yourself in the cradle of knowledge relating to our subterranean home, the Society of Brilliance. Tell me, what can the Society do for you? A wonderful research partnership. I'm sure you'll agree. They are upstairs if you wish to share any theories with them. Yes, dear Lady Esther, one of our most reliable contractors. Though unfortunately, this particular request was too much even for her. I don't suppose you've stumbled across any Githyanki eggs during your travels. The Society will compensate you for any we purchase, of course. Study it, of course. The Githyanki have been a source of great debate in the society circles in recent months. You yourself have no doubt experienced the prejudice of those who assume that, as beings of the Underdark, we are inherently evil. The Githyanki face similar prejudice, but I believe if hatched in a less violent, more intellectually stimulating environment, the child can overcome its evil predispositions. In the literal sense, I will need to induce the egg to hatch via the application of certain currents to the creature inside. Once out of the shell, I plan to take a twofold approach. The enforced repetition of sound, moral principle from the Paterian Code, alongside a series of psionic pulses administered to the cerebral tissue. Assuming I can accelerate its growth, I should have conclusive findings within a year or two at the most. A series of moral imperatives bestowed by the great dragon deity, Bahamut. In my years of study, they're the closest I've found to moral perfection. Only under such rigorous goodness will the subject stand a chance of being cured. My findings could change the perception of Githyanki and the peoples of the Underdark for generations to come. Of course it won't. If anything, it will do quite the opposite. The academic institutions up here will finally be forced to take us seriously. Now, I'm eager to get started. So will you sell me the egg? Then I will source another subject, and the experiment will be completed without your involvement. Progress may be delayed, but I assure you, it can never be stopped. Changed your mind, have you? The offer's still there. A fair price for the spawn, I'd say.
I'm jealous of Blurg's towering intellect.
Oh, we'll get to them soon enough.
No, you conk. You ain't got stripes on the sails. Aren't those?
They should be at home with their loved ones.
I'm compiling a translation dictionary so warring species of the Underdark can understand each other. It's an essential step forward.
To think that I'm...
Next, I just need to interview somebody who speaks classical Meanlock.
I'm starting to think they've forgotten about us.
They'd better not.
So much Underdark strife comes from vying for scarce minerals. I seek to invent new, easier ways to find such ores. From plenty comes peace.
Research on the surface stops during what they call night.
You can't just confiscate my cargo of ale. Where's your authorization? When is it my turn? Be patient, citizen.
I doubt his father's discipline. Probably dead in an alley or drunk
Why can't a man be passionate about mineral
To
ores?
think that I'm both brilliant and extremely attractive.
I'm going to call for your supervisor.
Bye, citizen.
Initiating scans and stuff.
Given the chance, I'd make a fine principal surgeon.
It's hard to explain, but I'm happier when I'm around Omelowum.
This is the ultimate shipment of ale. Bound for the fishing mermaid. No, for a pint of mermaid.
Must remember. In the back of the throat.
Why can't a man be passionate about mineral ores?
It ain't got stripes on the sails.
Aren't those stripes? I see stripes.
Those.
Where's authorization?
That ogre size still bully boy, they say.
Initiating scans and stuff.
I am totally not an absolute spy.
I ain't seen no new.
No one stopped me yet.
I suppose your mother squeezed out a whole litter just like you, filling the damn city to the brim.
My gloom-lit friend. How long has it been? I am glad to see you well. I see your tadpole remains in its state of suspension. Your case has set us on quite the detour from our planned expedition work. We've thought about very little else. In the field seeking further subjects for study, though it has been gone for longer than I anticipated. After observing the nature of your tadpole's stasis, we felt it wise to report back to the Society. Omelowum went out into the city to seek out further undeveloped infections like yours. But I have heard nothing since. I admit, I'm somewhat concerned. We are usually sticklers for updating one another on our progress. Omelowum believed the answer to this riddle lay within the city walls and held some connection to the cult of the Absolute. I had the distinct impression it was intentionally keeping its hypothesis from me, as though even the theory would be enough to put me in danger. Why that would be, I can only theorize myself. It is rather outside my area of expertise. Omelowum is most likely safe and well, and simply absorbed in its work. However, it would put my mind at rest to confirm it if you happen across its path. Naturally, the Underdark provided us with some most unusual salvage. Plenty to keep an inquiring mind busy. Your tadpole's stasis is a most curious area of study. I will have much to share with Omeluum upon its return. Of course, I should get back to my research.
Once I publish my paper proving that it's just hyena mite infections that make gnolls so angry, I'll be famous.
Must remember, it's
Oh, I should get to work on my acceptance speech for the Society Research Prize.
About mineral ores.
Perhaps Lord Gortash will revive that grand tradition.
All these people.
I won't do it again.
They should be at home with their loved ones.
Don't you have nothing else to do but browbeat this boy?
Peaceful for the moment.
Let him run along. The only moment you're living in is this one. Worry about the next one when it comes.
Research on the surface stops during what they call night. I still can't get used to
Really
it.
give up now.
We've got a job to do. These goods need to be delivered.
It's peaceful,
I have
isn't
a
it?
duty to visit the elder, Lord Gortash.
Harborview Park, generously maintained by the Janeth family since 1482 DR.
Lord Gortash forgot to tell me. Isn't that strange?
I'm sorry. I don't think I can help you. I'm not fit for service. Please, I'm not here to cause any trouble. I'm just looking for a little quiet.
He's a lovely man, Simon, but he's seen better days. Please, try not to disturb him. Recovery is a hard journey. The hardest. It needs a controlled environment. I'm sure you're lovely. But you see, strangers, it's difficult. You understand?
All these people. They should be at home with their loved ones.
Look around you. It's peaceful, isn't it?
Peaceful for the moment. For how long?
The only moment you're living in is this one. Worry about the next one when it comes.
How can you tell? Can't you feel rich, unctuous gouts of necromancy?
All these people. They should be at home with their loved ones.
Look around you. It's peaceful, isn't it?
So.
Peaceful for the
That's because there's nothing here to feel. This is a colossal waste of time.
Stand back! I can't have laymen disrupting the ephemeral intricacies of the spirit field. Hush! I can scarcely hear the spirits over your wretched mouth breathing.
Oh, gods, I can feel them all around me. Ghosts, like a horrible slimy breeze. Why didn't I stay at the tavern? I could have been 5 meads deep by now.
If you're looking for ghosts, you can be sure there's absolutely none of those here. Perhaps I'd get a better conversation from a ghost than this lot.
Are you looking for ghosts too? Not sure what to make of it all, to be honest. Well, I'd go home if I were you. I think the halfling in charge is the most haunted thing here.
Well, some spirits do communicate in a rather obtuse manner. It could be inviting you to listen to the tale of its plight.
All these people. They should be at home with their loved ones.
Soon. I'm sure of it.
She couldn't wait to show off the scar to her friends at school.
Sure, ghost hunting is for me.
That's curious.
Now, I'm sure it's much more scared of us than we should be of it.
I've seen a real ghost snap someone in half.
Are the gods truly this petty?
Doesn't matter what we think now. It would have broken us back then.
But if we'd only made the effort...
Talk straight.
If we'd only pushed through... Do you ever think we should have had another one?
We can't deliver our goods to
Doesn't
the
matter
docks.
what we think
Why?
now.
A good day to you, madam. I apologize, but Lady Janeth is not currently welcoming visitors. If you are here with regards to her recent marriage, you may leave any gifts or warm wishes with me, and I will ensure she receives them. Forgive me. As you can hear, Lady Janeth is indisposed at present. Please come back another time. I assure you, absolutely nothing untoward is happening inside. Lady Janeth wishes for some time alone with her new spouse and has sent her staff on holiday accordingly. In ordinary circumstances, I'd appreciate her generosity more fully, but, well, I prefer to be here for when she changes her mind. Ordinarily, no. Though such generosity would not be out of character. But in this instance, I fear she has other motivations. Motivations I will not talk about. Were you to try and enter, there'd be nothing I could do to stop you. After all, I am on holiday. Do as you wish.
Wait to show off the scar to her friends at school.
Enter, if that is your wish. Personally, I would advise you against it.
I speak, they burn.
What's hiding here?
What fools these mortals be.
It's been a long day. I'll need to rest soon.
Let's finish this. Fall, damn you.
Victory is assured.
Open up.
One must be prepared at all times.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
It's peaceful, isn't it?
Always room for more. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Oscar, if you're still in there, listen to my voice. This is not you. Please let me help you.
All I hear is the grunting of a swine. Come closer so I can rip out your filthy tongue.
Stop this. I love you, Oscar. And I know you love me.
It's your gold I love, hogwife. But all the riches in Faerun would not be enough to make a life with you worth living.
Oh, gods aid me. He does not mean the things he says. You! Help subdue him, but be gentle. He's not to blame.
Don't tell Mother.
say bye-bye.
Nothing will stand in my way.
The witching hour. Pawn to cleric 4.
Need to stay focused.
Now is your last chance to run.
Don't be like that, darling. Offer our guests something to drink. Maybe your blood.
If you have the courage to stay, help subdue him. But be careful. I could not stand to lose him.
Ought to do it.
Nothing important is ever easy. Best be on my way.
Swords meet sorcery.
Bye forever, pal.
With haste.
Let's end this. On I go.
Quiet, woman! I'll scratch out your eyes!
No choice but to keep going.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Survival is all that matters.
I don't fancy their chances.
Torment!
Moving. Talk to me. On my way.
He's still breathing. Thank you.
I should speak up. What to do?
Now, not that I'm ungrateful for your help, but... Wait. Your face is familiar to me. Yes, I've seen it before in Oscar's sketches. You're the one who saved him from the Zentarim. I used to be. Now I'm his wife. We married not a 10-day ago. Things have changed rather a lot since then. Had I known this would happen, Oh, who am I kidding? I'd still have married him. Not long after the wedding, he lost his appetite, fell into dark moods. He started to avoid my company entirely. Artistic temperament, I thought. But it worsened. He became violent. Called me some rather imaginative names. I hesitate to say it. Something unnatural has taken hold of him. Oscar has been possessed. The last time I left this room, the walls started bleeding, and a portrait of my mother tried to bite me. Flying furniture and screaming portraits I could deal with, but to see my husband reduced to such a state. I can't come within arm's reach without him trying to strangle me. And he calls me such vile things. It hates everyone, but it loathes me. It's not him. I know he would never hurt me, and I promised I would let no harm come to him. As you can see, I've already failed. It's obvious he needs more help than I can give. Please, you saved him once. You must find a way to cure him. Oscar's behavior began to change shortly after the wedding. He became withdrawn, working obsessively up in his atelier. I tried to take him some food, but I couldn't cross the threshold. It was as though the house itself didn't want me up there. Whatever this thing is, it doesn't want anyone going up there. I swear it's in the walls, watching.
My ears are cold. What does that mean?
All these people. They should be at home with their loved ones.
Did you find anything in Oscar's atelier?
Well, some spirits do communicate in a rather obtuse.
My magic.
Here we go. What path lies before me?
I'm ready.
I must keep going. Need to act fast.
Watch this. Knees high.
Where do I go from here? At the ready.
Mistra Rill.
Can't afford to let up.
Hop, hop.
Creator. Destroyer. Of course.
My faith protects me. I'll go this way. Let's see what we have here. Get some rest. I need to keep sharp.
Down the hatch.
Can't even catch my breath.
A rough tempest I will raise.
No time to dally. Got to keep moving. Time to undo the damage. Never a dull moment. Let's get on with it.
Don't burn yourself. Hello. Two.
Still alive, so that's progress. On my way. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Something over there.
Die here. Strange easel. There's some kind of mechanism attached. I'll smear your flesh on this canvas.
Leave him! He's mine!
Nasty interference. Rotten to the core.
Bastard bog goblin! Get out!
Unhand me. Hell is watching every single step. Dirty little fingers.
Get out!
Let's have a look.
Burns. It burns.
Take you,
Piggyback bitch! Burn her! Roast her!
There's more to this artwork than meets the eye.
portrait is ice cold to the touch, filling you with a sense of overwhelming dread. So why is the woman smiling?
Still breathing, despite everything.
More for me.
Those leaves are a little darker than I'd like, Felices. Bad soil? Don't tell.
Gentlemen,
Look around you.
That took the edge off. Let's move.
His ears could just be cold.
Here goes nothing. What's hiding here? No time to rest. Still breathing, despite everything.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Fuck yes. Tactical.
No gloom, all doom.
My faith will protect me.
Come on, let's go. Hello in there.
What's the plan? Got to press on.
All right, Karlak, it's go time. You're not gonna like this, mate. Close ranks.
Unleash me. Knight to King 5.
Torment! Still on my feet. What path lies before me? Torment! Bet that will fit in my pack. I'm done. I can't wait to sleep. What's inside? Best get going.
Remember when she fell down the stairs?
Enter, if that is your wish.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Better not be cursed. Something over there. Couple turns should do it. I have a lot on my mind. And well, in it. Something's on my mind.
Did you find anything in Oscar's atelier? Is that so? Perhaps I asked too much, making him let her go so quickly. His love sickness will pass with time. Did you find anything else? Oh, not him. Carrion calls himself a spirit medium. His morbid services are something of a fad among the nobility. From what I've heard, it's invitation only. He has a mansion down near the water, a forsaken place, dank and decayed as he is. You must find Mystic Carrion. If he's responsible for this mess, he can bloody well clean it up. Did you speak with Carrion? Has he provided a... Well, go on then. Why are you still here talking to me?
Now, I'm sure
It's much more scared of us than we should be of it.
Overfilled sausage. Well, my cousin saw a real ghost. Snap.
All these people.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Couldn't wait to show off the scar to her friends at school.
Which is likely to die. You don't have the pocket for that. Maybe a little one, but you.
Walking funny isn't a crime.
Vandals, where to buy sand?
Ah, my favorite. Is something on your mind? You can always unburden.
Looking ahead.
I'm gonna end the stream early tonight. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.